So the Green Party have hit 15% in the polls for a second time, proving that the Find Out Now poll wasn't an outlier. This time it's for YouGov. Polling shows Reform on top with 26%, Labour on 20%, and the Find Out Now poll had Labour on 15%, whilst Reform were over 30%. So that previous poll showed a huge lead for Reform, and lots of votes going from Labour to the Greens. So even though many were encouraged to see the Greens polling above Labour, the concern was Reform was so far ahead. And I think this polling seems much better because despite the fact that the Greens are still on 15%, they're on 15% on Find Out Now, 15% on this one, Reform don't have as big of a lead. Now, having two consecutive polls with the Greens on 15% shows real support, right? Other polling has had the Greens on around 10, 11% for months, and they are consistently hitting record highs. And the fact that they've now got more members than the Conservative Party, I think they've got 130,000 now. Zach Polanski's leadership is doing exactly what he promised, exactly what we expected him to do, right? We said the Greens and the left need far better comms, need more aggressive leadership, and he's basically proving our point. And they're getting it. In fact, the Greens held a press conference today in Swindon as two Labour councillors defected to them. They didn't just tweet about it, they invited the media to talk about it.
The Green Party is having a moment though. Since I was elected a month ago, our membership has increased now by 85 to 90%. It's going up a few thousand every single day. We've just hit 130,000 members. Yes, very much. That's quite right. And we're hoping that any day soon now we will have doubled our membership in just under 2 months, which is pretty phenomenal. And I think the reasons for this are pretty obvious, but I'm going to spell some of them out. Very often it doesn't feel like anybody is leaving the Labour Party. The Labour Party has left them. And actually the Green Party, everyone has always known, has cared about the environment and protecting the planet and reducing emissions. We live in one of the most nature-depleted countries in the world. But there's no environmental justice without racial, social and economic justice too. And what the Green Party are doing is absolutely centering the cost of living crisis at the heart of everything that we do. People in this country, and I know particularly in Swindon, are tired and exhausted where wages have not been increasing, the cost of living has been getting more expensive, and people are being priced out. And lots of people voted for Labour expecting change, but what they got in Keir Starmer was not change, and where it is change, it is often something worse. From the two-child benefit cap, which is pushing lots of children further into poverty, to the disability cuts, and of course the ongoing genocide in Gaza. I'm delighted to be introducing Repi Begum and Tom Butcher to the Green Party, along with Ian, of course, who's also defected, so that makes a group of 3 in Swindon. I know people are incredibly excited about this. I'm meeting people all over the country.
And look, this is what I and others have been saying for ages, right? Reform hold press conferences anytime someone farts. And the Greens should be doing the same as it gets more media coverage. And now they're doing it. So I tweeted about this. I said, this is the right approach. And Helena, aka No Justice MTG, friend of the show, she replied and said this: I wonder who said to do this. So as I said, we've been calling on the Greens to do press conferences, but it seems that Helena is inferring that she directly spoke to the Green leadership and told them to do this. Look, there is real power in independent media. Turn Left, No Justice, we have around the same subscribers. And look, there are others out there who have less, others who have more, are pushing far better left-wing comms than I've ever seen. And we are making a difference. I know little old Turn Left media who are only on 33,000 subscribers. I mean, how much of an impact do we even make? Now look, one day I want us to be on 1 million subs for sure. But right now, us and other left independent media and streamers are making a difference. I know this, right? Zach has literally told me that he watches Helena, he watches Turn Left Navarra, he watches Gary Stevenson. The conversations we have, we've literally seen Zach adopt them on TV, right? You people watching right now, you leave comments, we see them, and there'll be some interesting points that we'll talk about. So when the Greens watch our stuff, they'll take some on board, and when they express it, the media see it, other political parties respond. We, and in fact, you watching right now, are having an impact on British politics. And you know what? It's incredibly exciting. Now, The Telegraph put out a video and claims the young are with Reform.
They've had it. They've had it. The two-party system has had it. Reform is the future.
Reform Party Conference 2025. They've got a huge bus. They've got a few hundred people milling around here already. One of the interesting things is the age of the members that we see here. A lot of them are quite a lot younger than you might expect.
I'm 21 years old.
19.
I am
Tony from the
19 years
Telegraph.
old, okay.
I'm 19 and I'm here because I believe Britain desperately needs change.
All of my friends are basically the same as me. Before, to be against the system when you're younger, it was to be more liberal. But now, to be against the system as a young, it's actually to be more right.
I left the Conservative Party after what they did to Liz Truss. When they installed Rishi Sunak, I think it was a sham. Just the sheer disillusionment with the Labour Party and the Tories. They've had it. They've had it. The two-party system has had it, right? Reform is the future.
Policies on migration definitely are a big hitter for me and most people, I think, because it seems that, illegal migration has been an issue for years and nothing really seems to have been done by it.
I would probably say they see their country's culture being eroded away by a forced multiculturalism in the name of diversity. They're seeing the needs of foreigners, some terrorists. Their needs are met first before their very own.
I see you've got an interesting selection of badges here.
Yes, I'm from Maryland, United States.
I can see.
I've traveled far and wide to come here. So I'm a Republican as well. I believe you're seeing that a lot in the Western world. You're seeing right-wing parties, whether it's center-right or right-wing populist. Young people are ditching the left.
Well, this might be some major cope from the Telegraph because polling has shown that's not the case. Latest polling with Gen Z shows the Greens are on 32%, they've now overtaken Labour, and Reform are way down at 9%. This is the latest poll. Now, look, I think it's true that there's been a slight surge for Reform among younger people, but as it stands, they are still firmly on the left. Now, I'm sure you've all seen the increased attacks on the Greens, right? That's a good thing, by the way. The more people are angry, the better, because it shows people are rattled. Right-wing commentator Mayor Tusi said this: "Insane how 15% of Britain are openly supporting the Islamic Communist Green Party. Enemy within." I mean, what the fuck is he talking about? Look, what I find so funny about this comment, and he's not the only one, by the way, I've seen this talking point a bunch of times, is that 1 minute they're uber progressive and don't know what a woman is, and the next they're ultra conservative Islamists. These people throw so much shit and hope some of it sticks. The shit they throw, it contradicts itself, but it doesn't matter. Just throw so much shit, hope it sticks. But guess what? It's not working. So look, the momentum is with them. They need to keep going. And I don't think it's going to be long until they're polling at 20% and overtaking both Reform and Labour on membership numbers.